You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I guess we're rolling with AB then, man. That's what I'm saying.
Do it. Let's
do it then. Antonio Brown, and this is going to be multiple stories here, so this may actually take a little bit. But Antonio Brown has come out and said he is going to pursue legal action against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, did you ever think, Rose, that Antonio Brown would actually sue the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Well, I knew he was considering it, but having a leg to stand on is a different story.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not exactly the brightest bulb in the selection of lights. Let's be honest.
You're right about that.
Yeah. This is a bad idea from him.
Yeah, this is a bad idea. As you guys see here on ESPN, Antonio Brown says he'll pursue legal action against Tampa Bay Buccaneers over release. Now, he's probably going to end up shooting himself in the foot with another team, because he's been pretty much released every single season for how many seasons now? 3, 4?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's been plenty. God, I can't wait to get into this.
Yeah. All right. Tampa Bay, Florida here. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Antonio Brown and his attorney, Sean Burstein, I guess that's the way you pronounce his name, said Tuesday they intend to pursue legal action against the team for releasing Brown after he said he was too injured to continue playing against the New York Jets earlier this month, and claimed Coach Bruce Arians ignored his pleas to not re-enter the game. According to HBO Real Sports with Brian Gumbel, Bernstein said they will pursue money for Brown's ankle injury, and money they feel he is owed by the NFL's collective bargaining agreement. He also said that they are looking into a possible civil lawsuit in the form of defamation for the Bucs, claiming Brown had a spontaneous mental health episode. We're going to dive into that also as well. But suing the team for releasing him, I don't think that's much of a leg to stand on right there. I'm not a lawyer, by the way, but I just don't see how he has any legal standing on this, because players get released all the time, and Antonio Brown's track record says he's a troublemaker.
Okay, yeah. Because this is what kind of lawsuit, Mr. Matrix? This is a defamation lawsuit.
Defamation.
Well, see, in order to really sue for defamation, it is a very, very, very good idea for one to have a lengthy track record of good behavior, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to say said entity that you are suing actually hurt the perception of your character and will hurt it going forward. The problem there is when your character previously already sucked, there's not a hell of a lot to hurt in the eyes of the public view. That's just a fact. That's how this defamation works. If he was Larry Fitzgerald going into all of this, and then he filed a defamation lawsuit, he would at least have something to negotiate. But in a case like this, you've been a complete and total dumpster fire clown for 6 seasons. You've got a laundry list of public incidents. A laundry list of public incidents with various teams and getting booted off, on and off the field incidents. There's not a chance in hell he should win a solitary damn nickel out of this lawsuit.
And then at that, he was filmed in some kind of a club dancing up and down. Sports Wars did a video on that. He's not helping his case that his ankle was that bad.
Well, exactly right. And as part of a defamation lawsuit, you need to look like a churchgoer right now. Your current public activity, you should not be going on podcast talking trash. You should not be making Instagram videos. You should not be out there making a fool out of yourself when you're about to head into a defamation lawsuit. I mean, this lawsuit, I got to be honest, I assume a judge will throw this straight out.
Yeah, and
Just
especially to receive money loss, you got to remember his money wasn't guaranteed, so he didn't get that. But this is what his lawyer said: "Quote: Antonio was defamed by this spin that he had a mental health episode that makes him someone who's not reliable to do a good job on the field." Bernstein said. So we're pursuing internally all of our rights under the CBA and considering them and maybe stepping outside of the CBA. All of our options are on the table. We're going to hold to account the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Bruce Arians, the general manager, to the extent anyone who's responsible for this spin that Antonio isn't reliable to do a good job playing football because he doesn't have the mental fortitude to do it. They'll be held to account. Brown and his attorney did not say exactly how much money they were seeking. Quote, a whole lot of money, a whole lot, Brown said, adding that he was shown disrespect with the team questioning his mental health. So to drag people along and play on people's mental health, is so unfair and unfortunate. Now, Rhodes, I got a question for you on this.
Okay.
We've been hearing about mental health in athletes.
Yep.
And the woke sports media has been coming to the side of athletes that say they quote unquote have mental health.
Okay.
Where is the woke sports media when it comes to Antonio Brown?
They are oddly silent on this.
Very silent. I haven't heard a damn thing from the woke sports media that I believe who was it they gave athlete of the year to? Simone Biles.
Yeah. Brave, stunning, and courageous, I hear.
By their logic, I'm just throwing out their logic. Antonio Brown should be the athlete of the year, right?
Correct. Time Magazine. Time Magazine shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But Antonio Brown doesn't he says nothing's wrong with his mental health. When asked if he knew Brown was hurt, Aaron said, I don't know that he was. Brown disputed Aaron's claims that he was upset about his lack of targets at halftime and needed to be calmed down by teammates. Quote, I'm not worried about the ball, Brown said. Tom Brady is my guy. He's the reason I'm on Tampa Bay, so I know I'm going to get the ball. But in that particular game, Antonio Brown wasn't getting the ball. And then he blew up on the sideline. Gumble attempted to interject, but Brown continued. I'm going to get the ball now. I'm Antonio Brown. I'm a receiver. I get the ball. I got $1 million on the line that I had to reach, sir. Gumble said, well, that's what I'm asking you. Could you have potentially earned bonus money if you had been targeted more and had more catches and more yardage in the Jets game? Bernstein stepped in. Under contract, he said, yes, if he was physically able to continue playing. When Arians was told that Brown denied he was upset about targets, Arians said, the players know the truth.
Oh.
And you remember, nobody said, none of the players that we heard said anything about Antonio Brown's ankle. What did Tom Brady say? He said, we hope Antonio Brown gets the help that he needs. Didn't say nothing about the ankle.
Well, let me ask you a question, Mr. Matrix. Can you give me a name of a player that actually came out and defended Antonio Brown and his actions against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Because I can't seem to remember one.
That'll be none. I haven't heard any.
Is that zero?
That'll be zero. He's been on podcasts, talking with other people, but even Brandon Marshall, I haven't heard him defending Antonio Brown necessarily on any of this.
the other day in that video we watched on this stream, he said I would have handled it differently. He just flat told him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems like Antonio Brown, day after day, he seems to be flip-flopping. Day after day. One day he wants to make it seem like I made a mistake. Then now he's going to go ahead and pursue legal action on the Bucks. I mean, it just, he's not being consistent with this thing at all.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.